The story of McDonald's is one of ambition, innovation, and a whole lot of burgers. But it started small, with the two brothers, Morris and Richard McDonald. In 1940s, San Bernardino, California, they opened a simple drive-in restaurant. They served barbecue and burgers, but wanted something different: efficiency. So, they streamlined their menu and sped up the process, calling it the Speedee Service System. Customers loved the fast service and low prices. The brothers were content with their one successful location. But then, enter Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was a milkshake machine salesman. He wasn't a restaurateur, and he sure wasn't a chef. But he had a really keen eye for opportunity. And when he saw the McDonald brothers' bustling burger joint in 1954, something just clicked for him. He saw the potential for something much bigger. He imagined a future where golden arches would dominate roadsides all across America and, honestly, even beyond. Kroc convinced the brothers to let him franchise their operation. He envisioned McDonald's restaurants in every town, all running under the same system. The brothers, well, they were hesitant at first, but they agreed. They were more interested in stability, but Kroc, he had grander visions. This was the start of a pretty tumultuous partnership. Kroc's ambition, it was honestly boundless. He wasn't content with just a few franchises. He wanted to build an empire, and he wouldn't let anyone, not even the McDonald brothers, stand in his way. Kroc was a man on a mission. He hit the ground running, setting up franchises all across the Midwest. He meticulously replicated the McDonald brothers' system. Every burger, every shake, every order of fries had to be exactly the same. This consistency, Kroc believed, was the key to building a national brand. He really understood the power of branding. The golden arches, which were designed by architect Stanley Meston, became a symbol of efficiency, affordability, and good old American optimism. Families flocked to these gleaming new restaurants. McDonald's was becoming more than just a place to eat. It was, honestly, turning into a cultural phenomenon. With each new franchise, Kroc tightened his grip on the McDonald's empire. He was building a fast food behemoth, and nothing was going to stop him. He was ruthless in his pursuit of growth, and, well, his relationship with the McDonald brothers began to sour. Kroc knew that a successful franchise needed more than just a system. It needed a menu that people really craved. The McDonald brothers had laid the groundwork, but Kroc, he perfected it. The hamburger, of course, was king. The simple combination of a beef patty, cheese, pickles, onions, and special sauce on a sesame seed bun became an American classic. And hey, who could forget the fries? Crispy, golden brown, and perfectly salted, they were just the ideal accompaniment to the iconic burger. Then there was the milkshake, thick and creamy, a sweet treat to top off the meal. Kroc understood that simplicity was key. The limited menu allowed for faster service and lower costs, making McDonald's accessible to, well, everyone. These menu items weren't just food, they were meticulously crafted symbols of American culture. And Kroc, the shrewd businessman, he knew exactly how to market them to the masses. He was creating a cultural phenomenon, honestly, one burger and fry at a time. As McDonald's grew, tension between Ray Kroc and the McDonald brothers escalated. Kroc wanted rapid expansion, while the brothers preferred a smaller operation. In 1961, Kroc bought them out for $2.7 million. It seemed like a fortune, but McDonald's would become a multi-billion-dollar empire. Kroc opened a new McDonald's next to the brothers' original. driving them out and claiming the legacy as his own. With the McDonald brothers out of the picture, Kroc was free to unleash his full ambition. He set his sights on global domination. McDonald's restaurants began popping up in Canada, then Europe, then Asia. Kroc's formula proved to be a recipe for international success. No matter the culture, no matter the language, people couldn't resist the allure of a Big Mac and fries. McDonald's adapted its menu to local tastes, introducing items like the McSpaghetti in the Philippines and the McLobster in Canada. But the core menu remained the same. The Golden Arches became a symbol of globalization, a familiar sight in even the most remote corners of the world. Kroc's vision had come to fruition. He had built a fast food empire that spanned the globe. But this rapid expansion came at a cost. Concerns about health, the environment, and labor practices began to surface, casting a shadow over the Golden Arches. McDonald's meteoric rise wasn't without its critics. Health experts raised concerns about the high-calorie, high-fat content of fast food. The rise of obesity rates, particularly among children, was linked to the increasing consumption of processed foods, and McDonald's found itself at the center of the debate. Environmental groups criticized the company's use of disposable packaging and its impact on deforestation. The sheer scale of McDonald's operations meant that even small changes could have a significant environmental impact. Labor unions also targeted McDonald's, accusing the company of paying low wages and providing inadequate benefits to its employees. Kroc's relentless pursuit of growth had created a global giant, but it had also sparked a backlash. The company faced growing pressure to address these concerns and prove that it could be a responsible corporate citizen. Ray Kroc passed away in 1984, but his legacy lived on. McDonald's continued to expand, becoming a ubiquitous part of the global landscape. The company's influence on modern society is undeniable. It revolutionized the way people eat, popularized the concept of franchising, and became a symbol of both American capitalism and globalization. But McDonald's legacy is also one of controversy. The debate over the health and environmental impacts of fast food continues to rage. Labor disputes and accusations of unfair business practices continue to dog the company. McDonald's, it seems, is forever caught in a paradox, a symbol of convenience and affordability, forever linked to concerns about health, the environment, and social responsibility. The story of McDonald's is a complex one. It's a story of innovation and ambition, but also of ruthlessness and unintended consequences. It's a story that reflects the changing tastes, values, and anxieties of the modern world. Today, McDonald's is at a crossroads. The company is working to adapt to changing consumer preferences, introducing healthier menu options, and experimenting with new technologies. It's trying to shed its image as a purveyor of unhealthy food and position itself as a modern, sustainable company. But the challenges are immense. The fast food industry is more competitive than ever, and consumers are demanding more from the companies they patronize. McDonald's must find a way to balance its legacy of convenience and affordability with the growing demand for healthy, ethical, and sustainable food. Only time will tell if McDonald's can successfully navigate these challenges and regain the trust of a skeptical public. One thing is certain, the story of McDonald's, with all its complexities and contradictions, is far from over.